Hi, this is Nelson Ranch. So, as promised, this is the video on the monthly match. So, last time I did this, I spent like 60 carrot jellies to get all these to like, level 5, level 7, and level 8. Alright, so here's what I can say. This was a waste of jellies. You only need to get one out of these to a high level. And you want to get to level 7, and you don't need to go any higher than that, ideally, right? I mean, not ideally. Ideally, you want to get to 10, but the minimum you'll need to get to level 7. So me working on 3 distances was just stupid. So please don't make the same mistake that I did. That's one. Okay, you want to you want to choose one out of the distances and get that one to as high a level as possible. Now, uh, how high do you want to get? All right. So as you go up in rank, you get this reward, and if you get up to rank 7, you get first 20 jewels, then 30 jewels, so that's 50, then 40, that's 90, that's 50, that's 140, that's 60, so that's 200, and then 270, and then 350, and then 350, 450, 550. So you can get 550 jewels if you get to class 10. So that's worth it. But just getting up to here is fine. The reason is because at the end of the month, there's this thing called the finale race. And if you're at the highest rank, class 10, then you get 700 jewels if you get first place and 2 shards of the rainbow crystal. 2 shards is pretty good. You're like 1/10 of the way there to getting a full crystal, because you need 20 of these shards to get a full crystal. But the good news is, it doesn't matter. Even if you're dead last at 12th, you still get 2. Okay? So if you're in class 10, you're going to get 2. If you're in class 9, you also still get 2. And if you're in class 8, you still get 2. And if you're in class 7, you still get 2. But the moment you're only in class 6, you only get 1. Right? So the jewels are important, it's nice to have, but more important is the shards of the rainbow crystal. And you want to get 2 of these. So you want to make it to class 7. And it should be possible to get to class 7 because you actually don't go down in points in class 6. Once you get into class 7, you start going down in points if you lose. And it becomes harder and harder to go up in class. Does that make sense? Alright. So you can brute force this. I don't recommend it, but you can. The smarter thing to do is you get 3 of these tickets for free. Somewhere here. Here it is. You get 3 tickets for free. So you can run 3 races per day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on Saturday, you spend your rainbow tickets because... not rainbow. You spend your carrot jellies because on the weekend, you get this weekend challenge. So for weeks 1, 2, and 3, it's the same. This is week 1, so you get this rainbow challenge. And if you get to rank 7, you get up to here. And once you can actually open class 8, you get this stuff. And once you're at class 9, you get this stuff. And once you're at class 10, you get this stuff. And to be frank, it's nice to get the extra jewels, and you get 1 gacha ticket and another gacha ticket, 1 for the support card and 1 for the characters. That's it. You get money, but it's only 10,000 money. Like if they're giving you like 100,000 money, I'll be like, okay, fine, that's actually pretty important to have. But if you're only getting 10,000 money, and well, actually altogether you're getting roughly 30,000 money, and you're getting 1 gacha ticket each. It's not that important, right? So rank 7 is the key. If you can get to rank 7, then you can get to the finale race, and even if you're dead last, the point is you ran the race, you get the jewels, and you get this. And with that, what you can do is you can add to this. And if you've been doing everything so far like I have, you'll have 68. And then, it'll probably go up to like, I don't know, 68 to 70, probably by 68, or at least 69 by the end of March. And then in May, and then in April you'll get more to hit into the 70s, and then so by May there's a good chance that you're close to 80, and you're close to another Rainbow Crystal, which gives you an SSR card. Right now I have 3 SSR cards that I can get from the Rainbow. I've got 91 of these. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but you know. So this is the reason why you want to get to rank 7 in the monthly matches. Okay, so you want to get to rank 7. You don't need to get to rank 8. In fact, even if you get to rank 8, what's going to happen is at the end of the week, you're going to be knocked down to rank 7. You're going to restart from rank 7 in the places where you got to higher. So, you know. And at the end of the month, what's going to happen is that you're going to basically run the race in which you got the highest rank. So if you got like rank 8 here, but rank 7 here, and then the next week you get, you know, rank 9 in the mile, then, you know, the highest rank race you can run in would be the mile of that distance that you got rank 9 in. Does that make sense? Okay. So with that being said, what that means is you actually need to raise a character that is specific for each of the distances. Like I brute forced this with this Tamama Cross that I made for the stadium. But this Tamama Cross that I made for the stadium has a critical weakness, and the weakness is that she has no inherited skills. She has no inherited unique skills, and the reason why is because the inherited unique skills get low points in in the ratings, and if you don't have high ratings, it's kind of hard to get the high points necessary for the stadium. So in the stadium, the higher your point is, your team rank is, the easier point you're going to get. So at 1.5 million, I'm easily clearing the hurdle to remain in class 6. And if you remain in class 6, you get 250 jewels every week. So you want to remain in class 6, and I want to remain in class 6. So that's why the Tamama Cross that's in here is got distance S, and it's got high rank by not having any of the inherited skills. Now, if I make a character specifically for the champions meeting, I always make sure to inherit unique skills, because the unique skills are very powerful. So in the long distance, the last long distance that was important that we ran was the Arima Kinen, and for the Arima Kinen, it was this Hishi Miracle that won, so I still have her. And as you can see, I have this skill from this special week, and I have this skill, Shadow Break, from this Narita Bryan. And both of these skills are very powerful skills, so you want to have them. And what this does is it allows Hishi Miracles to basically push in the last final bit. So you need to actually figure out the course of the race and then get the right skills necessary, right? Specifically the right acceleration skills necessary, really, to get the most bang for your buck. And then after you get the right acceleration skills, then you gotta get the right speed skills that are actually going to be complementary to all that. You don't want to get a speed skill that's going to basically not work as well. Right? You want to get a speed skill that's going to happen after your acceleration phase is over. So you have to think all these things, like if you've been doing Champions Meeting, you know what you're doing. So the thing is, now at this point, you have to figure out which race you want to go to. So in my case, I probably want to do a 2400 medium race. And the reason why I want to do a 2400 medium race is because if it's a 2400 medium race, I have the support cards to do this. If it's a betweener like Tamama Cross, I would put Satana Diamond here. I would do this to get check for the acceleration skill. I would get Duramente for never give up, and then I would do Orfever, I would do Orfever, and I would do Sounds of Earth to jack up both my stamina and my guts, and I would pump in what do you call it, power for my inherits, right? And what I would do is I would borrow Tsurugi Ryoka at level 50 instead of using, you know, what I had earlier, which is this weak level 35 Tsurugi Ryoka. The level 50 Tsurugi Ryoka is much more powerful. It gives you a 50 race bonus as well. And I would probably, you know, max out Orfever as well. So this would be, you know, 50. I'm sorry, this would be 10, this would be 10, and, sorry. This would be 10, this would be 10. Level 50 Tsurugi Ryoka would also be 10, so that's 30 race bonus. 30, 40, race bonus of 45. You can't ask for more. If I wanted more race bonus, then what I can do is I can get Jungle Pocket, and I could do 10, 10, 10, 10, so that's 40, and then 5, 5, and 50. I could do race bonus 50 even. And skill-wise, Jungle Pocket skill, Takaburu Kodo would be perfectly fine at the 2400 meter. So, in fact, I actually won the what do you call it? The L'Arc de Triomphe Champions meeting with these two. So I might go with these two instead because it'll give me more race bonus and forego the what do you call it? Forgo the never give up. And the reason is because, you know, I can actually use this skill from Satono Diamond, Kien Banjo, which increases recovery at 3.5%. I can also get a recovery skill from Tamama Cross instead of making it into a recovery. Instead of making it a pure speed skill, I can make it a recovery skill, and so that will add 7.7%. So I'll be perfectly fine with stamina, and that basically means Sounds of Earth instead of giving me this recovery skill, I can go with the speed skill of Sound of Earth, right? So I can get the powerful speed skill here, a powerful speed skill here, acceleration skill, a semi-acceleration skill, and this would also be a recovery skill and a semi-acceleration skill. And, you know, there you go, right? I can run the 2400 meters easy, I can jack up stamina, and I can jack up guts to have a bonus to the final speed bit, and I will have the acceleration skills from here, here, and here. And I'll have Tsurugi Ryoka's skill to make sure that I'm towards the front so I don't hit in the behind. So the 2400 will probably be the strongest that I can do. So you can actually figure out which distance you're going to be best at with the support cards you have as of this moment. And the good news is, if you want, you can also rent things. So if you're just started out with the game, you can always rent this card, right? You can only do it 3 times a day, but you can still rent this card, right? So if you don't have good speed cards, that's the thing that you can do. Now, I happen to have good speed cards, so I don't have to worry about it. Now, the reason why, you know, long distance is going to be weak for me is because if you do long distance, you have to borrow this card. And that means the friend card that I use, it has to be this card. Right? And I can use Stamina Sounds of Earth here. Where should go? Here. And what am I missing? Oh yeah, and I would use I'm missing Orfever, right? Here. Alright, so this would be the setup, and I would be borrowing you know, Manhattan Cafe. And this is what's basically, this would be what's so unless I can get these to max because I pull well in the new gacha that's tomorrow, the last day of the free gacha, you know, I'm kind of stuck, right? Now, you know, if I have this, then I can actually do long distance fine as well. I can do medium distance 200 and 400, and I can do long distance 2500 and above. So I'm going to find out tomorrow what kind of gacha I'm going to have. And then once you actually know the distance that you can do, then you look at the track. So in this case, if it's long distance, right now it's the Hanshin racetrack of 2,600 meters, and then you go look this up. So you can actually look it up online, and then you look at the course of the racetrack, and you find out which acceleration skills will proc here. And you do the same thing here, right? This is the Nagoya racetrack of 2,000 meter, and from what I understand, I heard this on the grapevine, that on the Nagoya one, check is actually going to be useful, even though it's only 2,000 meters. In fact, surprisingly enough, the Nakayama 1800 is actually good. Check actually works here as well, and Chiyo-chan, Sakuna Chiyono's dance version is really strong here. So you basically want to just do, either borrow somebody's Sakura Chiyono and get her inherit, and then put check on, and then bang, you're just gonna scramble forward. If you use Chiyo-chan herself, you're gonna scramble forward even faster, and so you have a really good chance of winning. Apparently, also this is actually a racetrack in which what's her name, Oniga Suzuka will also do well, because Tobosha, the acceleration skill for runners, actually is on the money here as well, or can go on the money here as well. And Suzuka being strong in the mile is a good thing, personally, because Suzuka is supposed to be strong in the mile. And I suppose if you're doing Oniga Suzuka, then what you gotta do is you gotta use Stamina Sounds on Earth or Stamina Creek. You don't have much of a choice there. I suppose you could borrow Nakayama Festa and do Stamina Nakayama Festa and try and go as fast as you can. I think she's probably the strongest stamina card that's available to you in the rentals that's available. I think. I could be wrong on this, right? But anyway, the point is you got to actually figure out the racetrack and what's useful there. So I think among the stamina cards, it's this one, or this one. Yeah, it's these three. Yeah, it's probably that one. Now I'm going to exchange Vaka, so I'm going to have eventually Vaka level 50. I'm also hoping to exchange Daita Helios. I'm going to have Daita Helios at 50, so I'll have these two at 50. And then I don't really, and then to be honest, I don't really have a card that I want to boost right here, right now, with the support card tickets. So I might just hold on to the fifth exchange ticket and then carry it over to the month after that, because it's a possibility that 2 months from now they might actually increase the lineup, and the number of cards that you can buy with this will increase. Well, maybe not 2 months from now. It might happen 4 months from now. I don't know. But in the future, it might. In which case, if I have 5 tickets, then I can basically go from 0 to full of an old card, on the fly. So I might want to actually, save up 5 tickets in the long run. I mean, if there's a card that I want to get at max, I will. But I mean, I have Stamina Sounds on Earth, so I don't really need this. I don't need that, and I don't need that. And I'm gonna have, I have Guts, various Guts cards, so I don't need any of the Guts. In fact, I have Special Week at max already, so I have Guts Palmer, so I don't need Ines Fujin. And for Int, I have all these Int cards, so I don't need Int as well. And for Speed card, I have Duramente and Kitatsu-san Black and El Condor Pasa and Mizugi Maruzensky, Swimsuit Maruzensky, and I have, what's her name? The name escapes me. Jungle Pocket. Did I say Jungle Pocket? Maruzensky. Oh, I have Tachyon, right? Tachyon, Jungle Pocket, and all the others. I don't need any more speed cards. So that's why I could save. Or what I could do is I could just not pay. Although I think not paying 800 yen, $5 is kind of silly, because for 500 bucks, if I can get a shard of a crystal, I'll pay $5. I'll be willing to pay $5 a month. That's fine. Anyway, all right, so that's it for today. I gotta actually start looking up the racetracks and how effective they're going to be. So once I actually figure that out, I might post another video. All right, take it easy, guys. Bye bye.